Hi everyone, welcome to class. In today's video, we're going to talk all things on Pigeon Pose. A lot of times in class, Pigeon will come in a portion of the practice where we are supposed to be calming things down, relaxing and releasing a little bit, but it doesn't always feel like that. I can clearly remember my early days in practice when the teacher would call Pigeon Pose. I almost wanted to cry because I knew we would stay there for at least 5 breaths, and that pose did not feel good in my body at all. So that's why I'm here with this video today to show you a few different ways to come into this shape with the help of props, but also with no props, but just adjusting your body in a different way that will hopefully make the shape feel a little bit better in your body. And so for the props portion of practice, I have here with me a yoga bolster, 2 blocks, and a belt. You can substitute these things for other things that you might have in your house if you don't have exactly those things. So you can have a pillow, you can have books to substitute the blocks, and you can have a belt or a scarf. And these things will totally do the work. So let's find our Pigeon Pose. A lot of times in class, you'll see the teachers cueing front shin goes parallel with the front side of your mat. Back legs extended, lower the hips down. This can be quite a lot. So we're going to start to bring our props in here to help us to find a little bit more ease in this shape. First thing is a bolster. Grab a bolster or your blankets or your towels that you got in there folded and just place it underneath your left hip, right? From here, you can take a breath, stay upright, cultivate a longer spine, or you can start to fold yourself forward by bringing your blocks maybe onto your forearms. So they'll come as a support for the forearms. In here you can let the neck hang down and just kind of like sway side to side if you want. Or you can stack your blocks one on top of the other, have the arms alongside the body and actually use the blocks or the books as a support for your forehead. And these are a few options to use your props if you have them whenever you're practicing your Pigeon Pose, okay? Know that every time that you come into your pigeon, I'm gonna switch my side in here, whenever you have your spine up straight in here, you're most likely feel the sensation of this shape a lot more onto your back leg hip flexors, right? Because it really catches that position in there, so you feel more of the stretch on the back leg. But if you lean forward and down, you'll feel a lot more on the hip. So know that you can also, if you're like just at your house, you know, doing this shape for your own stretching journey, know that these are the things that change when you have your spine up straight or down. Another option in here is to, instead of having your back leg long, so if you're, let's suppose you're not looking for that back leg hip flexor stretch, you can have your back leg kind of like in a 90-degree angle. So you're gonna have a 90-degree angle on your front leg and a 90-degree angle on your back leg, still with the support of your props. And then same thing in here, you either use the blocks or the books for the forearm or for the forehead. So this will definitely change the sensation that you are feeling in the body. If you're testing it out, take a few breaths to just notice what changed for you. But it can be more accessible, okay? All right, so you're like, I don't want to do Pigeon Pose with my belly down. I feel like that there's a lot of pressure going on. It doesn't feel good even with the props. I'm going to show you 2 other ways to find this shape. So shape number 1. I'm gonna leave the block here because we'll use it soon. Shape number 1 is just simply by coming onto your back. So come onto your back, and you a lot of times hear this shape in class be called a reclined pigeon pose, which is exactly what it is. So you plant your right ankle right on top of your left leg, left foot's planting down on the mat, and in here you can totally choose to just stay. Very important in the shape. The knee that's on top needs to be the whole time like pushing forward. So you're not just kind of like hanging in here. There's action happening, starting of course from your feet, from your right foot that needs to be flexed. So activate your toes, activate your foot, and then keep pushing energetically and very physically also your right knee forward, further away from your belly. This is a beautiful place to stay. If you feel a lot of sensation in here, just stay with this. Otherwise, you can start to reach your bottom leg a little bit closer to your belly, to your chest, and you can either interlace your arms around and behind your leg or on the top of your knees. If the reach seems like too far away, that's when you reach for a strap, right? So this will help you find that space. And in case you don't have a strap in here, you can substitute that strap by placing your bottom feet on 1 or 2 blocks. This will make the same effect as if you had the strap, right? So either the strap around, hand around, or place your bottom foot on something a little bit higher. This will help you feel more sensation. Another way to perform your pigeon pose is with the help of a wall. If you're practicing in a yoga studio or if you're practicing at home and you have a wall nearby, don't be afraid to move around and find a good spot on the wall to do this reclined pigeon, okay? So, and you know, the way to get there is pretty much the same. So one foot is going to be planted on the wall as if the wall was now your floor. And then your other ankle is going to come on the top of that leg. So you form like a figure 4 situation here with the legs. And the way to change the sensation, like the intensity of the sensation that you'll be feeling in your hips in here, is simply by noticing if you are closer to the wall, the sensation will be way more. If you're further away from the wall, like if your bum is further away from the wall, the sensation will be way less. So once again, knowing how to use the options you have to choose what sensation, what are the things that you're looking for with your pigeon pose in your practice on that given day. But that's all I have for you, friends. I really hope that at least one of these options works in your body. And you know, remember that knowledge is power, and to have options to take in different days is just another better way to connect more with your body and with your yoga practice. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next class. Bye.